Uh, uh, uh.
So the the rectus femoris, its origin is the anterior inferior iliac spine, which is right here, and its incision is the tibiotuberosity, which is here, and you have your vastus medialis, which origin is the hip lining of the iliac aspirant, and its incision is the tibiotuberosity. And vastus lateralis, its origin is the hip lining of the gluteotuberosity and greater trochanter of your femur, and its incision is tibiotuberosity. Bicep femoris, its proximal incision is the ischiotuberosity, and its incision is the head of the fibula, which is right here. And then your semitendinosus, its proximal origin is the ischiotuberosity, and the distal incision is proximal medial shaft of the tibia and pons aorus tendon, which is right here. And then your semimembrosus is proximal incision is the ischiotuberosity, and its distal incision is proximal aspect of the medial condyle of the tibia, which is here. And these are your hamstrings, and they're responsible for flexing the knee, medial rotation of the hip, external rotation of the hip, and medial rotation of a flexed knee. Okay, now we're going to do the glute maximus, which its proximal incision is the coccyx, the edge of the sternum, which is like in this general area, and its distal incision is the ischiotuberal tract, which is right here. And then the glute medius, which is in its proximal incision, is the gluteal surface of the ischium, which is right up here. And then its distal incision is the lateral aspect of the greater trochanter, which is right here. And yeah, sorry. The glute medius, which is deep superficial, and its proximal incision is the gluteal surface of the ilium, which is here. And then its distal incision is the anterior aspect of the greater trochanter, which is right here. And the glutes are responsible for abducting the hip, which is this, medial rotating here, and flexing the hip. So this. Okay. So go. Okay. So the gracilis, its proximal origin is the inferior rambus of the pubis. So it's like right in there. Can't really touch it. And then the distal incision is the proximal medial shaft of the tibia, like right here. All right, cut. For the sartorius, the proximal origin of the muscle is the anterior iliac spine, which is right here on your ilium. And then your distal insertion is the proximal medial shaft of your tibia, right in here. Okay, cut. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna be touching the tensor fasciae latae, and its origin is the iliac crest of the posterior to the ASIS, which is here. And then its incision is the iliac tract, so it attaches to like your iliopsoas, which runs right down here. Be testing quad MMT, so I'm gonna ask you to raise your leg, and then I'm gonna ask you to bend it back down and flex it, and then I'm gonna do it for you, which is passive extension, flexion, and then I'm gonna ask you to pull it up, but I'm gonna resist a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask you to pull it down. All right, cool. Our hip flexors. So I'm gonna ask you to flex your knee and raise your leg a little bit, and then I'm gonna try and push it down. All right, I'm gonna hold it for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and now get up a little bit and stand like right here. I'm gonna, internal rotation. So I'm gonna internal his hip and turn his foot out, and I'm gonna ask him to hold this for 5 seconds. All right, ready, go. 1. All right, hold this, and then I'm gonna try and push you out of it. Okay. All right, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and now I'm gonna test external rotation. I'm gonna need you to hold your leg like this, and I'm gonna try and push you out. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seeing the medial hamstrings, so I'm gonna ask him to bend his knee, and I'm gonna leave him right here, and I'm gonna ask you to hold this position right here, and I'm gonna try and push you out. All right, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then now I'm gonna test his lateral hamstring, and I'm gonna hold you in this position right here, and then I'm gonna try and push you out. All right, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, relax. Texting glute max. So I'm gonna add him to flex his knee and then extend his leg like this. And I need you to hold this position right here. Yeah, I need you to hold this position right here. I'm gonna try and push you out. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna have him lay on his side. And then I'm gonna be texting glute medius, where you abduct your leg, extend it, and externally rotate. And then I'm gonna ask you to hold. All right, I'm gonna be texting glute maximus. So I'm gonna ask him to flex his knee and extend his butt like this. And then I'm gonna have you hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna test glute medius, where I'm gonna have you abduct your leg, extend it, and externally rotate it. And then I'm gonna ask you to hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna have you stay in this position, and I'm gonna hold this leg. I'm gonna need you to raise this leg here, like raise it up. Oh, no, not flex. Raise it up off the ground. Yeah, no. Just raise it up. Like, raise your hip. Yeah. Like, raise your leg up off the ground. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to be testing your glute minimus. And I'm going to ask you to hold this position for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm going to be testing your sartorius. So I'm going to ask you to raise your leg. And then, no. Raise your leg, bend it, and then hold it right here. And I'm going to try and pull you out of it. All right, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then I'm going to test your tensor fasciae latae. So I'm going to ask you to raise your leg. Nope. Keep it extended. Raise your leg, abduct it, and internally rotate it. And then I'm going to try and push you out of this. Okay, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to test your iliopsoas. I'm going to ask you to raise your leg and then abduct it and then externally rotate it. All right, I'm going to need you to hold this position right here. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's it.